Hey there, my friend. How's it going? Welcome into Drummer Daily. My name's Daniel. I am also known as the drum coach, and I'm pumped that you're here with me today. Um, it's another one of those crazy weeks of, as I'm recording this, some of the kids in our school system have gone back to school, and so for my kid, we decided to have him be an online student for this whole first semester, this whole first half of the school year. So, doing kind of a homeschool thing right now, and so kind of settling into figuring that whole thing out, and still in the middle of super hot days of summer here in Tennessee. So that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you? What I want to talk about was kind of a follow-up to a few things. I think I might have said it on the last episode or the last few episodes, kind of the point of something, the main point of what I was talking about. But I had kind of a thought. I was like, oh man, I wish I would have said this back during those episodes. I totally slipped my mind that this was an important piece of what I preach a lot, and I don't bring this part of it up enough. So I thought now would be as good of a time as any to bring it up. And so the last couple of episodes, I think, like I said, the point of one of the episodes I think was this, and then there was a few others where I definitely brought this idea up. And it's something that I talk about a lot, which is if we want to become professional drummers or professional musicians or whatever, and this is true of anything in life, but definitely in the music business, in the music world, if we want to become that, if we want to establish ourselves and achieve that station in life, that time, that success, whatever that is, if we want to achieve that, we should look at other people who are already doing what we want to be doing. In other words, professional drummers, and then do what they're doing, do what they do. But I realize that when I say that, sometimes when I say things, I have a thought in my mind that I'm realizing that while what I'm saying is the truth, it's not giving enough detail about specifically what I'm thinking of. And the best example I can give to you about what I want to tell you today is this. So, many years ago, this was probably like 15 years ago, 20 years ago maybe, I had a drum teacher that he was a drummer for one of the biggest artists in the world. I took lessons from him at a local drum shop here in Nashville, and even then I was pursuing this idea of if you want to be a professional, do what professionals do. And so he had a press kit. Now, for those of you who may not know, before everybody in the world had their own website or had, before social media even existed, there were these things that anybody in the entertainment industry kind of had. They were called press kits. And bands had them. Like if you were in a band, you would send a press kit to, you might make like a folder that had like your logo on the outside of it, and then you could put, it's like a physical folder, not a computer folder, like a physical paper folder. Put your band logo on the outside of it. You might put a CD of your music in the folder, and then you would maybe put like a biography of your band, maybe it just sounds super cool, and then you might put like some stickers to show people like, how legit you were before you had stickers, I guess, that made the band legit, I don't know. And then you might talk about all the other bands you played, whether you opened for, to kind of make it seem like, you were a cool band. And then the idea would be that we'd mail these out to all these different promoters or club owners or whatever, in an area that you wanted to travel to shows you, to convince them of your band. Because they had no other way of knowing necessarily who you were if you weren't a band that was famous on the radio. And so musicians had the same thing, especially more active musicians who were trying to get gigs or whatever. And so this idea had in my head that I should have a press kit myself. And so I spent all this time and effort on it. and thought because my drum teacher, who was well-known drummer, because he had one, I should have one. And got zero gigs as a press kit. If whenever I said that, I'm sure I probably laughed and did not have the intended effect. And I see the same thing nowadays too. I see a lot of incoming drummers who create websites for themselves and then have things like book me for a session. Here's the price. Here's a checkout process. Kind of turns the whole musical process into like a store almost. And it hit me that the reason why a lot of drummers do that is because they see other drummers doing that. They see other famous successful drummers do it. Not realizing the reason why all of the successful drummers are doing that is because they probably got inundated or have been inundated with less sessions for so long. They don't do like a ton of work and convince the person who's interested to book them to drum on their record. And so in order to accommodate all of the requests coming in, they created a more streamlined process for someone submitting session work for them because they don't need to do anything. They don't need to be so personal because they're the famous one. As they were asking to play, already know they want that person to play on the record. It's just a much more streamlined process. But that's the reason why they have that. And so if you or I are an up-and-coming drummer, we don't do that of having a website. We don't need to have a store or a checkout for booking drum sessions because we're not being inundated with thousands of people wanting us to record our stuff. It would be a mistake. It'd be odd, especially because if you have that on your website and then someone comes up, an artist who's up and coming or a producer, anyone is a normal musician who's wants to be a little more collaborative and understand. Maybe they don't know much about you as a drummer. To have front and center in their face, just buy a session. Here it is. Here's your checkout. Your credit card info here. That's not necessarily what most people are looking for, especially from a drummer they don't know everything about them or who they are. And so you may not want to do that. Another example I heard is kind of outside the drumming world is that you think about like a company like Amazon, who nowadays, of course, we all know they sell pretty much anything. You can pretty much buy anything on Amazon now. But they didn't start out that way. Even if they had the vision all along, of Jeff Bezos had the idea all along of what he wanted Amazon to become in the year 2020 or whatever year they got to selling everything. He might have had a vision for what he wanted this to be now, but he didn't start out that way. He didn't start out selling everything because no one would understand what it was. We all know that Amazon started out just selling books, and they slowly expanded into other areas as people got comfortable and understood and respected, or understood their brand and what their brand represented, and all the cool things, the 2-day shipping or whatever that they provide. So, in the same way, you as a drummer, all of that to come around and say, I don't just mean, when I say, if you want to be a professional drummer, do what professional drummers do. What I really mean is, if you want to be a professional drummer, do what drummers who are professionals now did when they were in your shoes at that point in their career. In other words, to take this back to the Amazon example, if I want to be the Amazon of drummers, I don't need to right now start doing what Amazon's doing now. I need to try to build it from the same place that Amazon built it, which means I need to start with one thing and become known for that one thing and then expand. And I will tell you that virtually every drummer that I know that's a professional drummer, especially the versatile ones who get called for all different kinds of gigs, they all followed that starting point and what I just described, that process that I just described That's the path. That is the way they did it. In fact, I'm just like quickly in my mind like thinking of snapshots of drummers that I know who are gigging regularly, and I can't think of a single one that did not follow that path that I just described to get where they are now. So that should be what you should do. So if you want to be a professional drummer, look at where you are in your career right now and do the same things that other professional drummers did at that same point in their career. Don't copy professional drummers and what they're doing now. Copy them or follow in their footsteps in what they did at the same point that you're at right now. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if it does. Daniel@danielhadaway.com, or you can just go to danielhadaway.com and click on the contact button. Let me know that way. It all comes to the same place. All right. So thanks for hanging out with me today here on the podcast. As always, it's a pleasure to spend a few minutes with you. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will talk again soon. Bye for now.